Are you ready?
Hey peeps, how's it going? I guess all those people were right, man. We should have traded Andre Drummond and Reggie Jackson and shipped Blake out of Detroit and started to rebuild and try to tank to get Zion. We absolutely stood no chance against the Brooklyn Nets. We won't make the playoffs. We're an embarrassment. This team shouldn't be a team. They should just sell the team. Sell it to Seattle. Man, get out of here with all that stuff, man. This game wasn't a fair game to the Pistons. Outside of the game, the Pistons played Chicago in Chicago, had a day off, played against Chicago in Detroit, and then from Detroit went to Brooklyn. Time changes happened, had to play in Brooklyn. That is tough. Most teams will not win that road trip. So taking 2 out of 3, positive for the Pistons. I'm happy you taking 2 out of 3. You're not going to win every single game, guys. And newsflash, we're going to lose a couple more games this season. We have to play in Golden State, in OKC, and in Portland. Those are not going to be easy games for the Pistons. Those are the hardest remaining games for the Pistons. You have to play Portland twice. One in Portland, one in Detroit. So we have an opportunity to at least lose 5 to 6 more games here, okay? That's not that bad. Now, they might lose more, but probably more realistically going to lose at least 5 or 6 more games. That happens. Nobody's perfect. Hell, man. You guys need to chill out. The Piston team caught fire. The team's still rolling. Not to mention, Brooklyn was hot too. The problem with Brooklyn is they have one of the hardest remaining schedules to finish the season out. Very unlikely they stay in almost at third place, like 6th place. Very, very unlikely. If they do, they have earned it. But they're probably going to fall to the 7th or 8th. So that being said, Pistons did not execute at all. They didn't play good, which wasn't expected of them. Very tired, very unenergetic, very fatigued. Just nobody looked to be ready. So you got to take this game with a grain of salt. I mean, I don't really want to make excuses, but that scheduling was just tough for the Pistons. Absolutely tough. So I'm not really big on this game. I know it was a big game for most people who thought whoever wins this is going to end up with the 6th seed, but that's not the case. Still a whole lot of games left. The Pistons have one of the easiest remaining schedules, while Brooklyn has one of the hardest. So the Pistons still have time to climb back up there. They're only a half game out. Not counting the Pistons out of making the 6th seed. Best case scenario, though, if we end up with the 7th seed, Indy fell. So I think we would have to play Toronto if we end up at the 7th seed, the way it is right now. If Indy can climb back up and pass Boston again, we're going to want the 6th seed. No matter who we play, we're going to want the 6th seed just to have a better chance. Although the Raptors are still unproven in the playoffs, this playoff bracket's changing more and more every day. This is going to be a strong finish of the season. A crazy one, nonetheless. I mean, any and every day, this thing can change, and you're not going to know who you're playing until the end of the season. So just keep hoping for the best. But you guys seriously need to chill, though, man. It's getting kind of crazy how we can win 5-6 games in a row, you're on the bandwagon, and we lose one badly. I mean, it was a bad loss. I mean, we got blown out pretty much from the jump, but the guys were just tired. If they had two days rest, it would be a totally different outcome. I'm not saying that the Pistons would have won that game. Going into Brooklyn and beating Brooklyn, it's been tough. The Brooklyn is a very talented team. I'm not knocking Brooklyn at all. D'Angelo Russell's finally becoming the player everyone thought he was going to be, having a great season. Brooklyn has done a fantastic job of recovering from the Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett trade. Slowly but surely rebuilding, and now they're going to be a team in the playoff race for years to come. I'm pretty sure they're starting to get some of their salary cap back, and they'll have some money to get some good players. But they're talented, man. Very, very talented. So I'm not discrediting the win from Brooklyn, but I'm not really counting. I mean, it counts as a loss. You guys know what I'm trying to say. It was just kind of a weird situation for the Pistons to be in, and a very crappy one. So, but that's pretty much all there is to it. There's not too much to take away from this game. Pistons will bounce back. Don't worry about it. It's not that big of a deal. I know a lot of you guys are tearing it up, making it seem more of a bigger deal than what it really is, but that's the norm. So, comment down below. Instagram, Twitter, in the description. Check those out. And I'll see you peeps in the next one.